Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Legally Speaking with Rest the Case. Today, we have with us Advocate Arunoday Devgan from Gurgaon, who has over 3 years of experience in various specializations like civil law, criminal law, property law, commercial law, etc. He has been dealing with arbitration and mediation cases since 2023, and he is going to be coming with his debut book in 2024 named Ignited Legal Minds. So, welcome to the show, Advocate Arunoday Devgan. I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing well, ma'am. Thank you for such a good introduction. So, I've been dealing with in litigation for a year, and I have experience of around 24 months of traineeship during my college days as well. So, in a lot that I have around 3 years of experience, and with that sort, I have also worked with various lawyers in criminal background, or I would say at corporate sector as well, and who are dealing with arbitration and mediation cases. I have my own cases as well, and I'm a litigating lawyer representing my clients in Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida as well. So I'm looking forward to this conversation and or this podcast and having a good time. Thank
Yes.
you.
So, the topic for today is, are live in relationships legal in India? So, let's first discuss about the definition of live in relationship in India. Like, what does the court define this particular relationship?
Living relationship is directly and identifyingly defined as when two people live without marriage but with a consent and cohabitate or cohabit themselves in a particular place or in a particular location and live together. That is defined as legal living relationship, and it is basically has under law been done by the people who are 18 years plus and having a correct age. Then that can be identified as living relationship.
Okay. So recently there was a uniform civil code bill passed in Uttarakhand.
Right, right,
It sort of changed the definition of what a live-in relationship is identified in India.
right.
So what was that change, and how like people should accept it, and what are the different laws they have to follow?
So basically, it was termed as UCC bill, and its mandatory aspect was that you have to be registered about your living relationship, heterosexual living relationship to be precise, and also with the maintenance to the provisions for the women deemed deserted, sparking debates that has been done between and during the bill, and it was also being allied to some legislative provisions that are highlighted that between a man a woman equating them to the state of marriage. It mandates notifying the registrar within a month. You have to notify the registrar during that process and get ahead with the legal needs and the legal aspects that has to be followed in this particular bill. It has been highlighted, and there is also it has been passed in Uttarakhand because of the high rate of criminal cases that has been put forward. This bill main aim was to create an impact in the society because
Hmm.
it is a tourist place, and it is a place where it is very spiritually inclined. So
Hmm.
this bill has a certain guidelines that is for a specific aspect, and it is passed in Uttarakhand because of these I would say these instances that has been occurred earlier. So just to make it more legal and provisional, this has been passed. And at last, I have to say that this has been a legitimate process. It has been done through a legitimate process. It has nothing that UCC bill has nothing that I would say it's illegitimate or is going against the power or it's done anything politically. That's
Okay.
total legal
So
aspect.
yeah, yeah. So now that it
Yeah.
has been passed in Uttarakhand, do you think
Yeah.
it will be passed in other states as well? Like it might take a lot of time as well, I think.
It would take a lot of time. It depends upon the legal as well as I said that legal and political angle goes side by side.
Hmm.
So the provisions are passed by the legislatures. It's all upon the legislatures who put forward and create a particular bill as per the particular state. If it's passed whole worldwide, whole countrywide, I would say that then it is a different aspect. But if passing state-wise, then the aspect goes like it needs to be legalized as needed. If we say that we pass it in Delhi, Gurgaon, it is a big scale of legislations to be done. Then it can
Hmm.
be passed, and it all depends upon how the provisions are fallout or are getting to this aspect. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Right. So, my next question is that when does the law uphold in a living relationship? Like, when does the court or the legal system is involved in such cases?
So there are two aspects that in that court is involved in living relationship. Either any criminal activity has happened between the couple, or or any activity has done by the couple against the particular society or the particular state that they are living in, and it's against the
Hmm.
public well-being, I would say. And more so that I we have lived in a country where the society needs to take time to adapt it.
Hmm.
So I would say that every process, if we can take an example of Article 370. Article 370 was
Hmm.
not directly implemented. It has
Yeah.
it has been told in a way that these are the aspects which needed to be corrected and which needed to be I would say salutified, and
Yeah.
then reach the abrogation of Article 370. So we
Yeah.
also need to see about the society as well, and as well
Hmm.
as the well-being of the couple who's living in a relationship.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
to uphold the law and side by side also uphold the couples who are living in living relationship, it goes hand by hand. So
Hmm.
we can't either go in the part of law so much that we not cater the rights of the couple. It's just go by hand in hand, and if any criminal aspect of any aspect that has been done, then the law gets
Hmm.
into, basically the court intervenes. That these are the
Yeah.
3 4 aspects that
Hmm.
the couple or any living relationship people can get to
Hmm.
or face
Right.
at times.
So now that we know ki, there is like this is a very new concept that is on the rise. So
Right.
the Supreme Court has in often like Supreme Court or other courts have referred it through marriage. So when does the law consider live-in relationship as a marriage, or refer to the laws of marriage? In which all cases does that happen?
So there are 2 aspects. One is the Hindu marriage. There are different aspects of living relationship as well, and it considering as a marriage is a very different aspect. If they both are Hindus, I would tell about Hindus right now, so that because we need to just first see the specific part. Like in Hindu
Hmm.
marriage, both people, if the both the man and woman is Hindu, so they go through a relationship, they're living together. So the UCC bill and this aspect of living relationship is quite different. UCC bill
Hmm.
has also catered that you um, have to take permission from both your parents and
Hmm.
then live
Yes.
together. So that's
Yeah.
the aspect that's highlighted there. And in living relationship, that Supreme Court has highlighted the part of marriage that you have to be above 18 or at
Hmm.
least 18. And second part is that the duration of the your relationship should be, the couple should have lived together for a significant period of time, like
Hmm.
months or years. And the third aspect is that the socialization should be there. in the public. Like
Mm.
people should know you, what like that you are a couple or you have socialized with your friends and relatives. Third aspect is basically that you should have earlier, or you have been into a sexual relationship. And the other aspects is there are financial arrangements that has been done between
Mm.
marriage, or between
Mm.
conducting your own self, or your own, I would say, as a couple you should conduct yourself in a financial arrangement, how to manage and how to aspect. Then there is a domestic agreement that has been done. The couple must have a domestic agreement, for instance, running a household, for a domestic work, or all these aspects. I would say the example would be to make joint FDs or joint bank accounts. That is an
Yeah.
example for that. Otherwise, these all aspects when inclined, or earlier to that, like when their arrangement has been done between the families as well, then the marriage part is seen. And otherwise, I would say these aspects are the only one that is needed, and that is, I would say, sufficed by the Supreme Court of India.
So now that we have discussed so much about the law and what all things are covered, so now if we talk about the couples or the
Yeah.
partners in the live-in relationship, what are their different rights and responsibilities towards each other, and what all rights they have in this live-in relationship?
Okay. So if we can take an example, if the couple is splitting, or couple is splitting after a marriage, they have been in a living relationship, they then married after an arrangement, and then they are living and having a divorce then. So the first aspect is that if they have a child, and if it's a girl child, and the girl child is less than 5 years old,
Hmm.
so we as a lawyer, or we as the court tells that the girl child will always be the lady, with the wife, as this is there's no negotiation, or there's no anything. This is a law, this is a fact structure that is there. The child custody goes with with the wife in this
Yeah.
aspect, till the time there's not any aspect, if the wife is of unsound mind, if the wife is not as per, like, she has not been a good partner, and would not be able to maintain.
Hmm.
So then the second aspect comes up, that is right to maintenance. If she's of a sound mind and she's not working, then there is a maintenance is also given to the wife by the husband, and it is given after if there's a divorce, or they live together, or whatsoever, the right to maintenance is there, with the but it's only with the wife. It's not with the husband. So that's the aspect. The another aspect is right of inheritance. If there's even though this might sound weird, but even living partners do have the right to inherit property. So
Hmm.
I am also telling about both the aspect, husband and wife and living partner,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
these rights are similar altogether, because they are living together only. So they are as a
Yeah.
husband. That's why I referred you them as a husband wife only, but though they
Hmm.
are living partners. So one is protection to domestic violence. Any domestic violence happens, either it's not about living partners as well. It's about any domestic violence that has happened between your family, or between anyone in your house. The domestic violence is strictly banned and strictly illegal. So this is also an aspect, and these are the aspects that are inclined as of.
So yeah, so now this makes everything very clear about live-in relationship, which brings us to our final question: that is it legal in India, and what do you think about the laws that surround legal live-in relationships?
So the basic aspect that is highlighted in living relationship, I would say that it is highly of a discussion or highly of a debate that can be done between keeping it legal or not, but it is still not accepted in the society. Hence, I would say as of now, it is needed to be specified with the laws and then made legal. So the answer is no as of now, but we can't say for the ahead future as the society is growing, societies being into a space where modernity and I would say the culturalism is going hand by hand. So and legal aspects needed to be I would say needed to be amended, not changed, because India or Bharat as a country has always been open to every ideology, and we as a
Yeah.
lawyer are always there
Right.
to protect that aspect. If anything criminal or anything illegal happens.
So, according to whatever discussion we had, I think that anything that happens in a live-in relationship, it is considered with reference to marriage laws mostly. Like
Right,
there is no
right,
specific framework for live-in relationship, and they
right.
are like treated in a way how a marriage is treated in court. So
Right. It is
that is
treated.
something.
It is. I would say. I am saying at a legal, if at a legal aspect. Sorry to interrupt you in that. As saying as a legal aspect, it is legal. But as a society to alter it or keep it in a way, so keep it in a way that to be accepted it at just a moment is not
Yeah.
abrogated in place, because if we go to villages, if we go to
Yeah.
small towns, it has not been seen as I would say accepted wholly.
Yeah.
There are parts that
Yeah.
needed to be
Yeah.
legally provised. So
Mhm.
it's not about one amendment that is done by Supreme Court of India or
Mhm.
in one case that is done by Supreme Court of India that make
Mm.
it legal there. But the I would say it's now part of the legal authorities or the legal societies
Mm.
that has been
Yeah.
made, that has been built
Right. Right.
to provide it and to go to the people and just be
Mm.
the bearers to make it aware. It is
Yeah.
legal, that there's no doubt in that, but the aspect that is highlighted, that's why I said it earlier, it is not legal because the society has been altered like this. So
Mm.
that is the thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Like society, it's a very new thing for the society to accept,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty modern concept which is slowly coming into India as well. So it'll take time, but I think we will reach there, and
Yes,
couples
yes,
will be
definitely.
more like approaching towards this rather than getting married, because you might have seen cases where they register as husband and wife instead of getting into a live-in relationship, because the society also doesn't accept this arrangement. So
Right, right, right.
I think we have a long way to go in this, but still, with introduction of such things, it's a first step towards this arrangement.
Totally.
So yeah, so it was a very insightful conversation of
Thank you.
live-in relationships in India, and I think we got to know a lot about the current laws and how does the um, legal system work around this arrangement. And thank you for having us.
Thank you,
Um,
Ankita, for having me.
I hope you
It was
had
a
a great time with us.
Yes, I definitely had a great time, ma'am. So looking forward to more
Yes.
conversations.
Yes, yes, definitely. Thank you, Advocate Arunoday, for being here, and we will see you soon in another podcast. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank